Hey guys, it's FTC Team 13779 Thunderbots. Today we're going to be showing you the 4 most common vertical lifts that we've seen in the competition so far for Relic recovery. So, the first one, the one that we're using, is the linear slide. So, the way this works is that we have a linear slide here. It's a little piece that comes with this. It slides into this piece, and it can attach. It has 2 screws here, which can attach into any system that you want. So, it attaches to a grabber right here. So the grabber can slide up and down by itself on the system. So to control this, we have a motor here, which has a pulley on it. So this pulley has the paracord here. We chose to use a paracord because these are really strong and it's not going to break when we constantly lift up and down. So this paracord is tied around here. So the way this works is that when this pulley moves, our grabber will move up and down. So when we pick it up, it can go up and down. And with this, we can get 4 glyphs stacked in the crypto box. So this is a very effective mechanism. A part of this is that we can, if you have the time and you're fast enough, you can complete the crypto box. But the con to it is that for us personally, our pulley here is not deep enough. So what tends to happen sometimes is that this cord slips off the pulley and wraps around this axle right here. So that's why you can see we have these pieces right here. So to fix this problem though, we have 3D printed one. It's still in the works right now, but it's gonna be 3D printed. It has a deeper groove so the cord won't come out. That's something you wanna keep track of if you're gonna use the system. So the second I'm gonna be talking about is this belt system. So this is the one we used at our previous competition, but we found it's not as effective as this system. So this system right here, it uses a belt mechanism. So with this, there's supposed to be a servo. We had a servo at our first competition. There's a servo in here that moves the belt up and down, and this piece slides around the bar itself. So you can attach anything you want to this, and it will slide up and down. So we had this grabber attached to this. It slid up and down. But before the first competition, we had a smaller version of this. So it was only able to get the first 2 blocks inside the crypto box. So we were able, at the most, we were only able to complete 2 rows. But another problem that we had with this system was that the server was not fast enough, so we were really slow while completing the crypto box as far as we could go. And the thing I want to keep track of is that before we didn't have this O-ring right here. We had a U-ring, so the U-ring kept coming out of the bar, which was not good because we had to slam against the wall to fix it during the competition, which is very dangerous because it can break a lot of parts on here. And another thing that we had is since it's too slow, at first we decided to use a motor on here, which is something you might want to do if you're going to use the system. So we used the motor on here, and it works pretty well. But the only problem is that you need a really big bar if you want to go all the way up and down. But it can't go over 18, so I'm pretty sure the most you can do with this is only get 3 blocks inside the crypto box. So the next system I'm going to be talking about is one that's fairly easy to make. It's basically just it's just a bar system. So you have a servo or a motor. They'll connect inside here. It'll go inside the bar, right? And the grabber will be on the end here. So with this, you'll be able to go up and down the crypto box and stack the glyphs. But a problem with this is that the motors or servos will probably burn out due to the fact that there's so much torque here. Because when you put a grabber here, there's gonna be a lot of torque acting upon this because it's a fairly long beam. And another thing is that it's going to be very hard to control because when you want to stack, you have to get the motor to counterspin the force of the torque on here, which will most likely burn them out, and it'll be pretty hard to control when you put stuff in. But if you're a new team and you just want to test out some ideas, it's a fairly easy one to make, and it won't take too long to make either. So, and the 4th idea is that, as you can see, we're going to have a picture on the thing. As you can see here, on the picture, there's this gear, there's a motor here, which will spin the extension slides. So these slides will basically spin outwards, and they will be able to go as far as you want them to go, with the amount of slides that you have. This is mostly used for the relics in this competition, but I've seen a couple teams use them, and they're able to stack all 4 glyphs inside the crypto box. But the only problem is that since it works upon a rope, and the rope has to go all the way up before it can get the next one to go up, it's fairly slow. But it's a good idea to have for the relic if you want to use it. But overall, these are the 4 different types of mechanisms that we've seen so far, and I hope this is helpful. So, thanks.